Hello, lovely people. This is Jessica again with an old story in a new style, okay? This is Hansel and Gretel, the tale of Hansel and Gretel. And once upon a time there were two children, a brother and a sister, Hansel and Gretel, and they had parents. So they had a father and a stepmother. So it was not their real mother, it was a stepmother. And the father was a woodcutter. It means that so it's a job, somebody who goes into the forest and cuts the trees. Okay, so cuts the trees with an axe and then he gets the wood. Okay, so this is the wood. Okay, so he was a woodcutter. But they were very poor, so they couldn't eat. They were starving. They were hungry. They were hungry all the time because they had no money. Oh, so they were so poor. Okay, so they were poor and starving and hungry. Oh, poor children. Oh, no, they were not, because they were very conscious children, you know. So each time they were hungry, each time they were hungry, they went into the woods, into the forest to meditate. Okay, so they were very conscious. So they went into the woods and they sat down and they just meditated. Okay, so and they dreamt about many things like food, like chicken, and they dreamt about I don't know, money and so on, you know. So they dreamt about things and they were visualizing. They visualized. So they dreamt and visualized. Okay, and they meditated, and so they were just happy. So they were poor and they couldn't eat, but it was not a problem, you know. So they were so nice children. Oh, really? And so there was no problem for them. But their stepmother was so wicked, you know, so bad, and she wanted to get rid of these children. So the stepmother told his husband, these children eat too much, we don't have money, we are poor, let's get rid of these children. Okay, let's get rid of these children. Oh, what a wicked woman, what a bad woman. Oh, I don't like her. So she said this, and the children overheard it. They were very clever children. So Hansel decided to collect pebbles. Okay, so he went outside. He went out, and on the road he found some pebbles. Okay, pebbles. Some little rocks, some pebbles. And he collected the pebbles and put it in his pocket. So this was the pocket, the pocket. So he collected the pebbles and put them into his pocket. So the next day when they woke up, and the stepmother said, "Oh, children, let's go into the woods to collect some wood and branches." The children had the pebbles and they were so wise, so clever. So they dropped some pebbles behind them on the road And so they dropped the pebbles, and there was a pebble trail, okay? But there was a problem. Okay, so this is a new story. It is my story. So there was a man who was a pebble collector, and he was fond of pebbles, and he wanted more and more pebbles, and he decided to collect all the pebbles. So he picked up all the pebbles. So when the children were left alone, you know, in the forest, they couldn't go back home. They couldn't find their home because there were no pebbles on the road. Oh, poor children. No, they were not poor, because they were very clever and they were very conscious, you know. And when they were left in the woods, they sat down. They sat down, and oh, so the parents left. The parents went home because they were so poor and they couldn't eat. And so the parents went home, and the children said, "Oh, wow, we are free." We are free. We are free. And our parents don't know about meditation and law of attraction, and we know. So they decided to meditate, and to use the law of attraction. Is it spelled with a double T? I'm not sure. Attraction. Who knows? Okay, so sometimes I make mistakes. That's life. So they use the law of attraction. So they dreamt about a house and about food, you know. And then they decided to walk in the forest, and soon, what did they find? What did they find? They found a house made of sweets. It was a knight's house, okay, and it was made of chocolate. Oh, I like this house. I would like to live here. So it was made of chocolate, and the roof was made of cake, and the windows were made of clear sugar. Oh my goodness, clear sugar. So these children were so good at, you know, just visualizing and attracting things. So they arrived to this house and they were amazed. Oh, it works. The law of attraction works. So our parents went home, and they are poor, and they left us in the woods, and we are rich, and we are free, and we have a house made of sweets, and we have food. How lucky we are. But a woman came out of the house, and she says, "Who are you, and what are you doing here?" So when she saw the children, she thought, I want to eat these children because I'm fed up with sweets. I don't want any more sweets. Oh, but these children are salty. And I want to eat them up. So she invited them into her house, and she locked the door so they couldn't go out. Oh, poor children. No, they were not poor. They were clever. So what did they do? They were not desperate. They sat down to meditate, okay? And they dreamt about food. They dreamt about food and freedom and money. Okay, so that is what they dreamt about and meditated and used the law of attraction. Okay, so they visualized. And soon something interesting happened. This old woman who was a witch, a wicked witch, she visited a web page on her laptop. So she had a laptop and she visited a dating page. Oh, a dating page. She wanted a man, a handsome man. And then she got a message. She got a message from this man who was a wizard. A wizard. He was good looking and handsome, okay? So she got a message. She got a message and the wizard said, "Come with me, let's travel, let's go to nice places, let's travel." So the witch she liked it very much. So she decided to go with the wizard and she packed all her stuff in a bag. And then she packed all her stuff in a bag and she left the house. So the children stayed there and the children had the house. So now the children had a whole house made of sweets. So they set up a Facebook page and they called it Sweet Home in the Woods. Sweet Home in the Woods. So they set up a Facebook page and soon the first guests arrived. Okay, so guests arrived. A couple, a man and a woman, came to stay in this hotel. This was an apartment, okay, the motel, I think. And they paid Hansel and Gretel for being there. And so, yeah, I think Hansel and Gretel were great. Okay, so they were better than their parents. Okay, so that is how the children are today. You know, we think that they are so little, stupid, and they need some, I don't know, some lessons to learn. No, they are so clever and we should learn from them. Okay, so this was my story. Did you like it? If you like, please write me a message, okay? Because I like messages and I like likes. So you can like my video